With ever-increasing awareness about our environment, it is imperative that our youth have experiences that promote the stewardship for its care. The Envirothon prepares students to make educated decisions about our environment and exposes them to a variety of career possibilities centering on natural resources. It ties into the Lehigh County Conservation District's mission of protecting Lehigh County's diverse natural resources through education and protection of water and soil quality. Students are trained and tested on their knowledge and application of environmental topics including aquatics, forestry, soils, wildlife, and current issue. Let's check out some students and advisors that participate in the Envirothon and see how the Envirothon has made an impact in their lives.
Yeah, there's a lot of insects out there and stuff, and we find a lot of cool animals and plants out there. And there's this little pavilion that has a lot of birds' nests and a lot of things living under there, so that's cool to see.
And over the past couple of years, what's called succession has happened in the pavilion where the plants and the animals are taking over and they are creating their habitats and their homes inside of the pavilion and they're making it their own.
There's a bunch of plants and grass and a bird feeder over there. And when you're studying, you could just look at all the natural vegetation, and there's a bunch of birds around here now, so you can look at those.
The Envirothon inspires me to look into different environmental careers like a marine biologist.
The pollution in the ocean can be really bad. It can affect our air and it's also killing a bunch of animals.
One way we can cut down on this pollution is by using reusable water bottles.
My favorite thing about the outdoors and the environment is the diversity of all the different creatures. There's everything from the largest blue whales to the smallest hummingbirds, but everything is in a delicate balance, and I think that's part of our responsibility as people, is to make sure that we protect that balance and we help the environment and not hurt it.
What I really like about nature and the environment is geology, such as crystals, rocks. I like to see the beauty of nature.
I like to learn about the different species of the animals and the anatomy that goes entwined with them.
I'm Justin Bondel from Whitehall High School. I'm wearing the shirt from 2006. Although I was not there in 2006, I still cherish these shirts. I've gotten a few. I actually took over taking the kids to the Envirothon kind of by chance, and it would rain every year for the other teacher that did it up until the year I took it over, so it must be a sign. So the last 4 years have been gorgeous, and what a great event. All my students have a blast working in groups, collaborating, going out and getting their hands dirty, so to speak, especially in the dirt pit. So what a great day. I said everybody really takes a lot away from this, and I really think any student that were to partake in this would get their own change maybe their own set of values and maybe open their eyes a little bit more to conservation, environmental protection, and just doing the right thing.
The Envirothon impacts me specifically because as a member of the newer generation, I should really start thinking about conserving resources, learning about the environment, and living responsibly. And I feel like this gives me a chance to do that because I can learn about wildlife and forestry and the aquatic aspect of our world, and that just really helps me in the long run.
Well, we're all part of the environment we live in, and if we don't do our job to protect it and help it, it's not going to be much of an environment in a few years because of pollution and everything. So we need to do our best to stop that and work on ways to better improve the living quality we have, so the environment improves with it.
All right. My name's Chad Schwartz. I am a 2012 graduate of Whitehall High School, and I participated in the Envirothon for 3 years when I was a student here. And that really got me interested in environmental science, conservation, and things like that. So I actually went on to pursue a degree in environmental science, and now I work at a nature center as an environmental educator and co-director at Lehigh Gap Nature Center. But I got my start, I got my interest through things like the Envirothon back when I was in high school. While I was in high school also, I worked with a bunch of other students and teachers to create something called the Whitehall-Copley School District Natural Area, which is a protected area of wooded land on the school district campus that has some threatened umbrella magnolia trees on it. So I applied to the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources to have it protected. It's now what you call a private wild plant sanctuary, and it serves as an educational area for the students on the district now. So I worked with some of these students who are here today back when they were third graders, showing them what that natural area has to offer. And now all of Whitehall's fourth graders visit us at Lehigh Gap Nature Center. So I've kind of stayed involved with Whitehall since I graduated. But I got my start through things like the Envirothon back when I was a high school student. So I really appreciated experiences like that because they really sparked my interest.
Possible because of generous donations and sponsorships from local organizations and community businesses. We want to thank you for your support. We also want to thank all students, advisors, and volunteers for their commitment to the Envirothon.